Hi guys, this is Gallifrey Customs and welcome back to my channel. So welcome back everyone. Today I'm very excited to share with you another figure review of the brand new B&M sets for end of summer, early autumn wave. It's taken a little while for these to come out. You know, there's lots of different factors involved in that. I'm not going to go into that, but either way, they're finally here and it's very exciting because this is the first wave of B&M sets we've had this year, and I've heard that there is another set of figures coming, or another wave coming towards the end of the year, so that's very exciting as well. But it's very excited to kick off the 2022 B&M figures with these with this wave. So I've already reviewed the Planet of the Daleks set, a fantastic set. I absolutely loved it, just no complaints at all. And now we're moving on to the other Dalek set, which is the History of the Daleks number 10 set. It's from the story Death to the Daleks, which came out in 1974. And they're a lovely, gorgeous set of figures. And I'm very excited to show you all the ins and outs, all of the little details. And I've also got the previous versions of these figures that I can show as a comparison. So anyway, let's take a look at the front of the box. So as you can tell, it's the same as the usual Planet box. They have changed the packaging to make it more environmentally friendly, which is a good thing, but also a bad thing because it doesn't look quite as nice as the standard Dalek sets that they used to do. All the same, it's fine, you know. I'm not a mock collector, so I don't care about having my figures mint on card. I'm happy to rip them out of the box as soon as they come and have them on display. So this is the front of the box. I've read through all of the writing here already, so let's take a look at the back. Here's the back of the box. I won't read that because that's a very long amount of writing, but yeah, you can pause and have a read if you want to. It says on the side, Daleks from the classic Doctor Who adventure, History of the Daleks 10 collector's figure set at the top. It's got quite a large description of the episode, and then it's got a bit behind the scenes section about the actual Dalek props. Anyway, let's get these figures out of the box and have a proper look. So here we have the figures out of the packaging, and they are very bright silver and they look absolutely fantastic. I'm not going to go too into detail with them because essentially a Dalek's a Dalek and they all have the same amount of articulation, and they are pretty much just slight little tweaks and different colours. But either way, all of the Dalek figures have received new slap moulds, which is very cool. Or slap sculpt, sorry. They have the same eye stalks. They have the same weaponry apart from the gun. One of them has a different gun. And excuse the fact, I haven't watched this episode yet, so I don't know the reason for the different guns, but either way, it's a nice variant to have. And again, that's in a very lovely bright silver. One of them has an oval on the front and the other one doesn't. And the other difference in these is that one of them has yellow lights on its head and the other one has clear lights. So yeah, absolutely lovely figures. One thing I will point out, which is a bit of a shame, is, and I'm going to put my hand in to show you, in there, I don't know if you can see it actually because of the lighting, but in between the ring and the slats, it's silver, which should be black. And I believe that this was actually a factory fault. Al Duar, the designer of these figures, recently did a podcast with Review of Death, and you should definitely go and check that out. But he said in that that it was sent off with the black behind the slats, but for some reason they were missed off, and unfortunately they got mass produced incorrect, basically, which is a bit of a shame. But actually it's a very easy fix for customizers. All you have to do is use hot water to take the slats off, and you can paint that black yourself. Or it's actually such a minor detail and you can't really see it, so it's not the end of the world particularly. Anyway, let's do some comparisons with the previous versions of these Daleks. Okay, so here we have the old version and here we have the new version, and yeah, it's pretty much the same. As you can see, the slats are new on the newer one. They're just slightly crisper sculpts. They're a bit wider, and the mesh inside is in the middle between the slats is a bit more detailed as well. Then other than that, it's pretty much the same figure. Obviously all of the new Daleks have that really sharp bright silver paint, which just stands out so much in the collection. It's absolutely fantastic. But yeah, other than that, that is pretty much it. I highly recommend getting the new one, even if you have got the old one, because it's good to build a sort of army. And anyway, let's do exactly the same, but for the other Dalek. So again, here's the new, here's the old, and it is exactly the same apart from the silver deco and the new slats. You can see it's quite interesting actually how different the new ones are. They're so much more thicker. But yeah, other than that, there's not really much else to say on that. They're the same. One thing I do think that's quite nice is if you buy more than one set, which I will be doing, you can swap over the gun. So you can have the other gun, this one, with the white or the clear lights, and you can swap them over, so vice versa, and it adds some extra variance into the collection, which I think is a fantastic opportunity. So yeah, absolutely brilliant. So let's take one last look at this set. Overall, a really fantastic pair of Daleks. Bright silver, the detail's great, the new slats are so crisp and flawless. The one minor is obviously that silver paint behind the slats, but it's not the end of the world. But yeah, I would really recommend you buying this set. They're just lovely Daleks, and even if they have minor flaws, you can see past them because they're just absolutely gorgeous and they really do stand out in the collection. So yeah, please do go and buy them. They're in B&M stores right now, so do check your local. Thank you for watching, everyone. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you all very soon. Hello, one last thing. In the editing process, I realised I've completely missed this out, so I did want to add it in. So I'd like to say a huge thank you to Anthony Fagan, who helped me to get these sets. He gets these sets in bulk from his local B&M, who order them in especially for him. So it doesn't affect the allocated stock to his store, so they'll still have the same amount put on shelves. It just so happens that they get extra boxes to give directly to him to buy. And he then sells them to Whovians who are unable to get to B&M stores, you know, for any reason. They could be in another country, or their stores just simply don't stock them. So yeah, I'd like to say a huge thank you to him for helping me get these sets. I will put a link down below to his Facebook page too, where he shares updates whenever he gets the new sets in. And if you just drop him a DM, he should be able to help you out if he does have them in stock. So yeah, a huge thank you to Anthony, and yeah, thank you and goodbye.